This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Here we are, Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
From 15 feet away, a nice shot by Mobley.
Okay, Evan Mobley a big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
Now, quickly, Dick finds Ingram. Here's Pirtle. And it's sent back by Allen. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, consistency and efficiency is where we've seen the greatest improvement from Donovan Mitchell. How comfortable is he off the bounce?
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Ingram dishes to Pirtle, pass to quickly, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And quickly with a big-time answer, knocks down his own 3.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dick passes to quickly to the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Hunter against quickly. Ingram up top from past the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Mobley. And the 3 ball is good. Mobley's got 5 now.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Ingram. Also, R.J. Barrett out there. And it's Mobo in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Mobo, and he jams it with authority.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Cleveland's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Onside, Barrett. It's to Walter, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And here is Mitchell, following the 3-pointer by Scotty Barnes.
How smoothly does Donovan Mitchell get into that jump shot? Boy, it is so pure.
A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons, quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready, quickly wanted to be a starter in this league. There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Down low, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dean Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. And the Toronto Raptors taking Scotty Barnes, Doris 4th overall in the 2021 draft. What a great pick.
And Kev, that was a bit of a surprise if you remember back to that date. Most had Barnes going later in the draft. He's been a terrific acquisition. Won the Rookie of the Year, was an All-Star in year 3, and they're going to build their organization around him.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Garland, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Garland's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland. Here's Ingram. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Inside, Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And so it's Cleveland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And get ready for the fan at work.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. We leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
These two guys we thought they'd bring it tonight, it has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's Garland on the court for Cleveland. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Raptors trail by 17. Still in his early 20s, Doris. Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin. And there's a lot of reasons why. You begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter. And he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Quickly kicks to Barnes. Back to Quickly. Off target from outside.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
And Doris, this summer, the Cavaliers opting to make changes.
And Kevin, a little bit of a surprise in this particular way. They fired their coaching staff, bring in a new regime. And think about it, you fire that group after you've made the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and yet you still opt to go in a different direction. So a lot of pressure on the staff coming in. You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Yep, that one goes. Garland's got 17 now.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Nobody near Barnes. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 10.
Look at how Mobley so quickly makes his decision, pulls up out of nowhere.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
The 3 from Garland. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Barnes. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Garland, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. In the corner, it's Ingram. No good from outside. Here's Allen. stolen by Quickly. Now the Raptors moving it up. Count it. Quickly's got his second bucket of the night.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cleveland ahead, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram, and at the three, the small forward. That's the five out there for the Raptors.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And here is Hunter. Drains the three-pointer.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Pass to Dick. Back to Quickly. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Allen inside the three-point line, and it falls over the rim and in.
Jared Allen understands where to pick his spots. Really nicely done on that.
It's Ingram on the wing. And the three off target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this four-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Darius Garland.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And stolen by Barnes. Dick wide open. And again, Toronto no luck. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Mitchell left side. Lets the three fly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
For three, Mitchell. Another three for Cleveland.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, Let's take a look at our player of the game, Darius Garland.
Rain tonight, yeah, I'll get in the tan today. I'm getting some tonight, yeah, I'm gonna get some rain tonight.